Good evening. My name is Amanda Liley and this is my mock teaching presentation. Stand up, class. Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, Miss Amanda.
Thank you. Please have a seat. So, what do you know about poems? Have you ever read them before?
Not really.
I see. So today we are going to learn about this poem. Can you read the title?
My teacher wasn't half as nice as yours seemed to be, by Rothbell.
So, have you heard about him?
Of course I did.
How so?
I heard from one of my cousins.
What has your cousin told you about him?
My cousin told me that he's a good story writer.
You know what stories has he written?
Like, such as Matilda, the BFG, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, The Witches, Below So Throne, and so on.
That's quick. I'm surprised you know quite a lot about him. So,
alright.
Today we are going to listen to an audio recording of the poem recital. While the audio is playing, you can read using your eyes without talking for the first time. Alright?
Alright.
Very good. So, listen carefully, alright?
Alright.
Listen to this recording very carefully. It will be repeated once. My teacher wasn't half as nice as yours seemed to be, by Roald Dahl. My teacher wasn't half as nice as yours seemed to be. His name was Mr. Unsworth, and he taught us history. And when you did not know a date, he would grab you by the ear and start to twist while you sat there quite paralyzed with fear. He would twist and twist and twist your ear and twist it more and more until at last the ear came off and landed on the floor. Our class was full of one-eared boys. I'm certain there were 8 who had them twisted off because they didn't know a date. So let us praise teachers who today are all so fine, and yours in particular is totally divine.
Do you understand about this poem? Are there any words that you don't understand?
I don't understand which are divine. And certain.
Which part certain?
Um,
Certain here is sure. I'm sure there were 8.
okay.
Divine here is like very good, like very well and the best.
Okay.
Alright. Now let us recite the poem together with the audio as well, alright?
Right.
I will play the audio again.
No problem.
Now, my teacher
My teacher wasn't half as nice as
yours
yours seemed to be, by Roald
His
Dahl.
name was
His
Mr.
name was
Unsworth, and he taught
Mr.
us
Swartz,
And he taught us history.
And
And when you did not know a day, he would grab you by the ear and start you to twist.
sat there
while you
Or
sat
sat there
there
quite
quite
paralyzed
paralyzed
with fear.
twist
He
and
twist
twist
and twist your
your
ear and twist it more and more until at last the ear came off and landed on
the
the
floor.
floor. Our class was full of one-eared boys. I'm certain there were 8 who had them twisted off because they didn't know a day. So let us praise teachers who today were also fine, and yours in particularly is totally divine.
Very good. Now, Can you please answer the questions about what you understand about this poem? You are given 10 minutes to answer.
Alright.
And the time starts now. Go. Like, can you go up close with Daniel?
I'm done.
Alright. Shall we discuss the answers?
Sure.
Alright. Question number 1. Who is the author of the poem?
Roald Dahl.
Correct. Next question. What is the name of the teacher mentioned in the poem and which subject does he teach?
Mr. Unsworth, and he teaches history.
Very good. Number 3. What does the teacher in the poem do when the student cannot answer his question?
He would twist their ears.
My goodness. How many boys in the class had their ears pulled off because they didn't know a date?
8.
Very good. Number 5. How many times is the word twist used in the poem, and which stanza and lines does the word appear?
5 times in stanza 3 and 4 and line 5 and 8.
Can you point out where?
Excuse me. This is stanza 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Line 5, stanza 4, 8, line 8.
Very good, Daniel. You may return to your seat.
Alright.
Alright. Number 6. Suggest other words that match the ones rhymed in the poem.
Fear, ear.
Very good. Date.
8.
Alright. Fine.
Wine,
Very good. Ear.
here.
I see. More.
Sore, like sore throat.
Very good. Alright. Number 7, the last question. In your opinion, what makes a good teacher? List down some characteristics of what you like to see in your favorite teacher and why.
Generous, it's because so that the students will so that the students will assume that their teacher will love them.
Generous because the students, the teacher should be willing to share the knowledge, a heart with and a passion with the students, with his or her students.
I understood.
Alright, what's the second characteristic you would like to see in your teacher?
Comical,
Why would you want your teacher to be comical?
so that the students will laugh and have fun learning.
Teachers should be funny, should be very humorous, lighten up the mood, induce children to learn in a fun way and in a light-hearted manner.
Yeah.
So what's your third characteristic you like to see in your teacher?
Kind-hearted,
Kind-hearted?
because the teachers will be nice and smooth to them.
Say a student is scared, do you want to be treated by a teacher who is rough?
No.
A teacher should be kind and ease the nerves of the students so that they can build trust. And building trust means building a relationship between a stable relationship between teacher and student.
Alright, I got it.
So the last characteristic, what have you answered?
Docile,
Docile as to why?
so that the students will understand their behavior.
Docile, if you want, let's say if you have a teacher who's very loud voice, very scary, would you like to learn?
Of course I do.
Why?
Because so that my further generations will be good.
Teachers should be docile but firm at the same time.
Yep.
Docile,
And aggressive,
not aggressive. Firm to ensure the students are disciplined, but also docile and gentle so that the students feel at ease with the teacher and learn better. Do you understand?
of course I do.
Alright. You have answered your questions very well, and I'm very proud of you, Daniel.
Thanks, Amanda. Are you not disappointed at me?
No, not at all. So, what have you learned about today's class?
I've learned that Mr. Armsworth was so mean to his students.
Not exactly mean, but very strict.
He was so strict,
Yes,
and he doesn't understand their behavior.
he does, but the way he corrects his students is considered rather harsh in your standards, right?
Yep. He wanted to discipline his students
So that they can learn better.
so that they can learn better
Yeah,
and properly.
of course. Are you very happy that your teachers are nice to you? Are more gentle than the teachers in the past?
Yes.
Why?
So that I will be disciplined.
So that you can be disciplined, you can be a well-balanced individual in the future, right?
Yep. And I'll be ordinary.
Not exactly ordinary. All of us are special in our own ways, Daniel.
Yep.
So, appreciate your teachers while they are still here now, because life is short and and so we have to make most of the time that we have. Understand?
Understand.
Alright. Stand up, class.
Thank you, Miss Amanda.
You're welcome.
And